What is going on, everybody? Marvel DC fan back with another video, and I know it's been a bit since I've done any video, but I'm trying. I'm gonna try and get the ball back rolling. I'm trying to do that for all the channels. Um, but today, my friends, we're gonna talk about Superman, the James Gunn movie that came out last week. Yeah, last week. Yeah. I was going to do a video for Wednesday, and I just kind of forgot about it. But yeah, we're going to talk about the movie, and we're just making it a quick little video, just kind of thing to, spruce up the week. Try to anyway. Okay, so I was, when James Gunn took over DC, I had faith in him, and then he announced he was doing a Superman movie first. I'm like, okay, great. And when the set leaks and stuff came out, they did a whole bunch of casting announcements. Like we saw the Superman suit, we saw, they announced the characters like Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, and all that. And a part of me got a little worried. But then as the months went on, the trailers started coming out. They started marketing this thing, and I was just getting more and more hyped and excited for this. And there was, at a certain point, I was just a full on super boner, was ready for this movie. I guess that's one way to say it. So yeah, we finally got Superman Legacy to come out, and I gotta say, it is a phenomenal film. I loved every minute of it. There was so much to enjoy, and so much that just made me hate Zack Snyder even more. Well, like as a director, I'm sure he's a fine person, but but yeah, this just reinvigorated my love for Superman, in a way that I've not had since probably the mid 2000s. Because my whole Superman was, I loved Superman as a kid. Could not get enough Superman. Like Superman, Batman, those were the top two, along with Spider-Man. All the trio of characters that I loved as a kid. And when I got into my teens and my early 20s, it was like full Bat stop. Loved Batman. After the Dark Knight and the Arkham games and all sorts of stuff, it was mostly a decade full of Batman, and Superman just kind of Superman was there, but was bogged down by stuff like the Zack Snyder movies and Man of Steel, and it just kind of deteriorated. But as the 2020s hit, Superman started getting the push that I think he needed. We got Superman and Lois, we got My Adventures with Superman, we got all this stuff coming out, and then, after watching this, I want to go back and check out all the stuff on Superman that I missed out on, Smallville, and, just a whole bunch of other things. I'm really excited for more Superman content, and I'm really excited for what James Gunn is going to do in the future with DC. But getting into the actual movie, the story is pretty great. There's a lot of moving pieces, and it also feels very familiar to Superman. It feels very true to that character, and there's obviously the stuff in the beginning which is very note for note Superman, and then it comes to some side plots and stuff which are really interesting and stuff that I did not see coming. And then you get to the end, which is full blown bonanza fucking things going crazy and whatnot. There's so much happening, and they're just to mention this, I've only seen the movie once, and I really want to see it again. I wish if I had the money, I would go see it again so I could, get some more time into it, and, get a little bit of a refresher course. But the story is just great. It is great, and I loved it. And, another thing that, obviously the cast is phenomenal. David Cornsweet, to me, is Superman. It was not, hey, it's such and such actor as Superman. It was literally just Superman, and he does so many things that that Zack Snyder just never did. He's actually, he's saving everybody. He's trying to avoid collateral damage. There's even one point where he saves a squirrel, which I guess is a little spoilery, but like, that is the kind of stuff I love from Superman. It's just like every life counts and it's worth saving. And then Rachel Brosnahan, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, as Lois Lane. Phenomenal. I love her. I love her take on Lois Lane. She was just beautiful and smart and witty, and she had all the right things going for her. The real surprising standout for me was Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. I don't know, like when I heard that announcement, I'm like, I like Nicholas Hoult. He's a good actor, and I'm like, is it going to be enough to carry? Is it going to be enough to carry that role in the movie? And I think he does an incredible job with what he's given. He's probably like him and Corn Sweat, just like they are opposites. They are rivals. They are, the hero and the villain. Like it works so well. Like it's just great. It's phenomenal. And other characters like Daily Planet characters were great. Skylar Gisondo as Jimmy Olsen, like that to me is Jimmy Olsen. Wendell Pierce as, I don't know if, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Wendell Pierce as Perry White. Who else am I thinking of? Cat Grant. Like all the cast of the Daily Planet was just phenomenal, and the other heroes that we meet too. Hawkgirl, Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, like it was, and Metamorpho. Metamorpho was pretty good too. And other villains like the Engineer and Ultraman were just like I'm trying. It's so hard to put into words. I'm really trying, but I'm just like I'm so ecstatic to talk about this because I just had a fun time from beginning to end, and there was so much stuff going on, like that I was just loving, even though it was like overload. Because the whole movie, like there's some downtime in between certain spots, which is nice, but a lot of it is just like full in your face shit is happening right in front of you, and it like might take you a bit to process, but it's still great stuff that you're seeing. I loved this movie, and I'm so excited for more of these characters to show up in places. Even stuff like Crypto. Crypto was really fun and unique than he's been in some other things where, he's kind of an asshole. He's not always the good boy. Like he can be a bit overbearing and kind of a dick to Clark. And also you got Ma and Pa Kent, which is just how I imagine them. How, just great stuff. I'm glad that this John Kent isn't swallowed in a tornado and stuff like it. Yeah, it's just, there were a few gripes throughout. Like there are some plot beats that I just, like I saw it, and I was just like, it's like, really, we're going in that direction. It's like, okay, I guess, but yeah, that was like a very minor gripe. We'll talk about this whenever we get to the Speaking Nerd episode about this, because like it's just, there's so much to dive into with this, and that I'm really excited to talk about. Yeah, since I'm running out of words here, it's a great time. Go watch it. Phenomenal stuff. This is probably the best Superman movie so far. And I love Christopher. I love Christopher Reeve. The original Superman movie from 1978 is stellar. Like, it's phenomenal. But it was great. Like, it was just a great modern reinvention of Superman. And I already had faith in James Gunn, but I really can't wait to see more of it. And we got Peacemaker, which he's doing. We got, they're doing Batman, they're doing Wonder Woman, they're doing, the Authority and all sorts of other types of your lanterns. There's so many projects in the pipeline, and I can't wait to see all of it. It's going to be great. So yeah, I'm just blown away. When I went in, I was like, okay, it's probably going to be pretty good. Like, but I just loved it, every second of it. And I loved his Guardians movies, but this was just a love that was more incapacitating than Guardians. I love Guardians, but I really love Superman, James Gunn's Superman. It was outstanding, great stuff. Yeah, if you have not seen this yet, what are you still doing here? Go watch the movie and then come back and tell me what you thought about it. Um, I'm just gonna end the video right there because I don't know how to top that. But anyway, if you have seen it, let me know what you think in the comments down below. We can get into discussions, of course. And yeah, as far as me, I'm gonna try and get back on the wagon for the channel, because especially reviews, because my review output is 2 now, which is probably which I haven't done in a long time. But anyway, have a great night, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching, and of course, don't forget to take care of yourselves. See ya.